living in the book of Revelation. No more fronting and faking, man, we moving and shaking. Immune to the hating. Back to the conversation, back to the condition of the nation. Prophecy fulfilled with every step that we taking. Grip the book and keep them shook with all these plays that we making. Illuminated, it ain't no way that you mistaken. It ain't no way that we playing. Feel what I'm saying? We gonna always rally back, it ain't gonna be no delay. So as we have been enveloped by this day of judgment and by this golden line of prophecy, we must analyze the signs and the symbols that are being seen in our time. We must analyze the phenomenon that we see playing out in our generation. And then we must also compare that with what was written and what was foretold. As we find in the book of Psalms, but they soon forgot what he had done and did not wait for his plan to unfold. In the desert, they gave in to their craving. And this is what is taking place with the house of Israel in the diaspora today. We have given in to our cravings in this God-forsaken wilderness, in Babylon, in our exile, just as prophecy is turning and shifting the tides, just as prophecy is turning and shifting in our favor. So this is what the scripture says in the book of Psalms. So he gave them what they asked for, but sent a wasting disease among them. And this is what we have happening today in the house of Israel. The scripture says, then they despised the pleasant land, and they did not believe in the promise. They forgot in Yahweh Allah, who saved them and who had done great things for them in the land of Egypt and miracles in the land of Ham. And he says that they did not destroy the peoples as the Lord had commanded them. They were in a state of disobedience. This means that their worship was indeed fractured, because there is no worship without obedience. He says, but they mingled with the nations, just as we've done today, and adopted their customs. They worshiped their idols, which became a snare to them. And so now that we've come to this denouement, now we see the manifestation of the judgment. It is manifested in this societal shift. So let's look at more prophecy and things that were foretold to characterize this specific time in history. So we were warned that one of the things that would mark this specific time in history that we're living in now is we would experience the phenomenon of the secularization of society. Women would take on an altogether new role as they would appear in national parliaments and other big consultative bodies and assemblies. And then the advent of the permissive society would be at hand. He said, when you see truth has died and people of truth have disappeared, and you see that injustice prevails through the land, and the Quran has become despised and things are introduced into it that are not in it, and it's turned towards men's desires. And you see the people of error having mastery over the people of truth. We see this in mainstream religion and secularism. And you see evil out in the open, and the doers of evil are not prevented, nor do they excuse themselves. And you see moral depravity openly manifest, and men being content with men, and women being satisfied by women. And you see the believer silent, his word not being accepted. And you see the sinful lying, and he is not refuted, nor does his deceit redound upon him. And you see the lowly despising the great, and you see the wombs cut open, and you see the boasts of moral depravity, and you see he who boasts of moral depravity is laughed at and not spurned. And you see young men being handed over like women, and women cohabitating with women, and their numbers increasing. And you see men spending their wealth on things other than pious deeds. And no one opposes or hinders them. And you see the onlooker turn his back on the efforts of the unbeliever. And you see one person molesting his neighbor and no one prevents it. And you see that religion has become a matter of opinion. And the book and its laws fall into disuse. And you see that the leaders are drawing close to the unbelievers and away from good people. And you see that the leaders are corrupt in their rule. And you see women occupying places in the assemblies just as men do. And you see that usury is carried out openly and adultery is praised. And you see the forbidden thing made legal and the legal thing made forbidden. So let's analyze the greater signs, all of which have been manifest and revealed in our lifetimes and will culminate in the hour of judgment. Sexual immorality appears among people to such an extent that they commit it openly, except that they will be afflicted by plagues and diseases unknown to their fathers. This is happening right now. There are new diseases that have ravaged the population. People will cheat in weights and measures, business and trades, and they will be stricken with famine, calamity, and oppression as a result. They will withhold charity and hoard their wealth, and rain will be withheld from the sky from them. They break their covenant with Allah and his messenger, and so consequently Allah enables their enemies to overpower them and take some of what is in their hands. Men and women will take part in sihr and shirk. That's the practice of magic and witchcraft and all types of hoaxing. And then they will be associating partners. All you have to do is look on social media. They travel the world through attaching themselves to the jinn, causing mischief. Globalization is a powerful tool that has spread mischief instead of being used for good. And he says here, as a greater sign, unless the leaders rule according to Yahweh Allah's book and seek all of the good from that which Yahweh Allah has revealed, Allah will cause them to fight one another. And this is the case today. Let's take a look at it in real time.
What's this?
Oh, my mom, you gonna kiss these hoes? I'm telling you.
I kiss him. Him.
You say you want him?
I want him.
Oh, hell no, man.
Okay, you know what that means. So you go into the next round. I'm sorry, you are eliminated, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm too cute. I understand. I understand.
I like them goals, man.
Yeah,
Get your mans.
Nah, I probably can.
Hey, please, so what made you pick him over her, though?
Cause them gangsters got some good boy. I met him in prison.
Is that right?
They stuff is tight and juicy. You know, girls, man, they done had it so many, it's all loose. Ooh.
All right, let me get my next pair, bro. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourself. Let's start with you, bro.
Yeah, my name is Tremaine Mahone, man.
Tremaine Muhammad.
Tremaine Mahone.
Mahone.
Now, you did not look at me. Don't look at him.
I don't want to look at you.
I'm a pass it to her.
Hold on. Hi, baby.
Hi, my name is Dark Sin.
Who?
Dark Sin.
Turn around. Turn around.
I turn.
No, you. Yeah, I want her.
Want her?
Yeah, he ain't.
He ain't shit. You only want to take a look at him?
Nah, I won't look at him.
I don't want you to look at me.
I like you, Dark Sin.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you will go to the next round.
You special.
Thank you.
All right, please slow down, man. We still got a lot back coming out. All right. Yeah, keep that talking to me. Yeah.
She
How you
wants.
feeling so far? How you
Man,
feeling
I
so
feel
far?
good. She wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that girl nasty. Okay, yeah, that girl nasty. Hey, it's crazy. Yeah, that girl nasty.
Juicy.
Yeah, that girl nasty.
think a lot of the times what women don't want to talk about is it's like you have these get more bodies. Now one day you want to settle down and try to have a happy housewife life. And it's like after having all these bodies and having all this memory of these different men going in and out of you, you think you're not going to just be able to just sit down one day and submit to a man and stay loyal to a man after you've had all those different bodies and all those different spirits going in and out of you? And then now everything that you do, every man that you attempt to date, every man that you try to settle down with, if you're even trying to do that, you're now going to judge based upon that lens. Nobody's going to measure up. You can't have multiple men and act as if you're not going to have repercussions. Some theories suggest
If that nigga with it, then I'm going through his pockets. Put this pussy on him, got him busting like a rocket. And I don't really like him, but I fuck him for the profit. Real free bitch, I can show
100% control of it. If she don't want to get his baby my last name, he won't have my last name. She get to shape his mind of how he see me.
True.
Baby. Granddad and them did, and they fared out well. So this group of men saying, man, you can't walk off on the baby. Why not? We were just... She knew that. Well, you should have used a rubber. She should have made me.
That's correct.
It take two, don't it?
Facts.
Morals. Nigga.
Thank you.
Morals. Listen, I'm saying morals when I wake up and sin against God when I want to have fun. When I want to have fun on the weekend, I'm single, I'm not married, I want to have sex. I ain't thinking about morals. When I'm masturbating, watching my favorite video, I ain't thinking about morals.
The thing that kind of got you out of the street life or before you could even get all the way to it was fatherhood.
Yeah, fatherhood.
So how do you feel about situations like this whole Anthony Edwards situation where he just went on and paid the child support? He don't want to have nothing to do with the baby, even though he made the baby and did what it took. He don't want to have nothing to do with it. He just...
I think he's a hero to black men. Not only that, I think it's okay to walk away from the baby. Man, f that baby. You done had a baby with this. Man, y'all just man, this already got a baby by another nigga. Y'all just having fun and she wanna ruin the fun by keeping the baby. Man, abort the baby. Man, come on now. You done aborted some before.
Damn.
You done aborted some before, and then when you get mad at me, guess what? It's your baby, remember?
Right.
When the black woman get mad at you, don't she say, this is my baby? You can't tell me what to do with this baby. And don't, when you have a baby by the black woman, she take 100% control of your legacy. So nigga, why would you stay there? F that baby.
Right.
Ayo.
Mother, she doesn't know how to be a cook, she doesn't know how to clean, she doesn't know how to do all of the things that you would expect from the duties that you would expect from a wife.
So, yeah, when I'm talking about twerking, because I twerk,
you do twerk?
That, I do. Oh. I do. Oh. I do. Oh, okay. Does that mean that I'm not wife material?
To some men, yeah. If you were my wife,
yeah,
and you went to a club and you were twerking,
so are we saying strippers are not
get
wife
out
material?
of here, man.
Wait, that's your value.
I agree.
That's her job.
I agree.
But why can't it be my job? Why can't it be my job? I got a fat ass and I know how to make
not
money
my wife.
for me. Why?
Someone else's wife.
Why?
Can I be someone else's wife?
This is what you want to do. You want the benefits without the consequences. Like the consequences, men aren't attracted to women that shake their ass on a pole outside of a one-night stand. They're not attracted to that long-term typically because historically men had to ensure paternity.
So I'm at Carnival and I'm shaking my ass. I'm not wife material.
No.
Can I ask you a question?
Really?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
No, I tell you what.
You are ruling out half of the banding at Carnival, yeah?
I tell you what you are. You're someone else's wife material. You're not mine. But I'm saying if you go to a club and you're twerking with a guy and you're my wife, you're no longer my wife. You're his girl for the night. For some reason, you're his girl because my wife wouldn't do that.
up, 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 up.